STAKK Nation.
Champions.
Today we're going to be talking about legal money laundering. Okay? Because after you've made your money legally and you've paid taxes on it, and then they maybe charge you more taxes on it, and more taxes when you go to purchase things at the store, the remainder of it may still be subject to taxes if you use it to
Make more money.
make more money. If you try to grow that one that is sitting there,
Being killed by inflation.
yes, all kinds of things can happen to it. So I think that this is not something that is a questionable matter. I think that the people that have configured these taxation schemes fully understand this. Remember, in many videos we've spoken about this situation where a group creates a problem. We're not pointing fingers at anyone. And then once this problem starts to materialize, they conveniently show up with the solution and charge you for it.
What a loophole.
You understand?
What a tiny loophole.
Yeah, loophole they might call it, huh?
Hmm.
If you have made your money and you have paid taxes on it, and then at the end of the year again, you have to file taxes on the, bulk, right? Yes, they'll say you might get a return and stuff, but we know that it is never 100% money back to you, right? They understand that it is a robbery sort of situation. So there, of course, now a situation where everyone feels uncomfortable with the amount of money that they have to continuously pay in taxes. You get tax, social security. If you own a company and you're employing a bunch of people, this means you're going to be making more money. Oh yeah, we're going to tax you even higher, right? So it seems like this is a crisis for people who have a good amount of money that they're trying to preserve. A crisis that was generated by the bankers. And it will be interesting that they will be the one to come and provide an instrument.
You got to go through the pain of getting the clearance to be
Yeah.
able to create that instrument. But guess who gets to provide the solution? The same people creating the problem.
Charitable Reminder Trust or Remainder Trust.
Remainder trusts.
Okay, Double O, tell us about this thing, brother. Level, you're talking about some certificates to set up something like this. What is this about, Aaron?
Yeah, so it's a level 6 or say a level 7 certification that enables you to be able to create asset classes or instruments like this. And all the big funds have that license. And actually, for small people like you and I to get one, we have to get sponsored by one of them.
Yeah,
So forget trying to get a license because we're talking shit about Fidelity now.
that's because it's a scam. That's because it's a scam. Because you're not supposed to work hard for your money, and then instead of you just getting your money back, maybe pay like hey, let me contribute to society here, take some taxes. You're jumping through loopholes just to be able to go and enjoy your own money. You do not have to jump through loopholes to get into work every morning.
Yeah, but to spend the money that you make from the job, you have to go through loopholes to do it comfortably without taxes.
So why is it that then it is so inconvenient and so complicated to be able to just spend money that you earn, something that belongs to you? Why do you have to go through this kind of things?
I think we said this several shows back that we said that I think we're all slaves of the system, but we don't know that we've been captured. And the fact that is that everything that we do, the system must drain something from us for us to even get the value of it. It's like we're all moving energy, but we're converting our energy into money, but they control all of that.
Well,
Who's the they?
they are
It's
controlling.
right here.
They're controlling all of it. But no, I think that the really bad part about it is the fact that they are only extracting and they're not contributing to the environment. Mr. Tate will call it the matrix.
Yep.
Because I think if you can print money and then borrow this printed money to someone and then charge them interest on this borrowed money, then I think you're really that is full blown slavery, man.
Yeah.
Then you're paying back money that does not exist, right?
Yep. So now we have this charitable reminder trust, right?
Yes.
So you got to set up a trust.
Yeah.
To make yourself feel comfortable that you can loophole or find your way around the system that is constantly draining from you.
Well, if you look at it in some ways, and maybe I called it legal money laundering. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'd like for you to please elaborate on this but before you do, let me just read this top line here of what it says. I just like to read things the moment they show up on the screen. I feel like I'm addicted to it now. It's crazy. So it says a charitable reminder trust, CRT, right, is an irrevocable trust that generates a potential income stream for you, the donor, to the CRT. Other beneficiaries with the remainder of the donated assets and other beneficiaries or Jesus Christ, other beneficiaries were also listed on your charitable trust. It's essentially what it is, right? And so they say how it works is we're gonna discuss it here. They have a whole chart here, but go for it, Double. What do you think of how this works? And does it seem like laundering if it was not under a bank being done this way?
If it's not done under this way under the bank, it creates an extremely high taxable event. This is just cracking my head because you can do all of this on the Bitcoin blockchain and not have to worry about the madness. But anyway,
or you could take the money and send it offshore, and then the offshore situation now is your CRT.
Yeah, but you're limited to sending $10,000 offshore without reporting to the government and giving a reason why.
Yeah, but I think that's in this situation. If you're going offshore, I think nobody's stopping you.
Okay, well.
Yeah, but carry on.
Charitable remainder trust.
Yeah.
It's that you've made so much money, but you just can't go out there spending that money. Right? So you have to create the trusts before you make that money, or make that money within the trusts so that you can be philanthropic.
Yeah. Tax-free, baby.
Give to the poor and then pay yourself back. That way you don't pay taxes when you pay yourself back.
Yeah. Give to the poor and pay yourself back.
I'm managing the non-profit. I'm giving to the poor.
Yeah.
My salary from doing that job, it's my income. So that's my generating income. So you can generate income outside of the taxable events.
Yeah.
Outside of the taxing situation. That's how it works.
What is the benefit of doing things that way?
I just think that especially in Europe, where your taxes are almost 65-70%, that's a huge benefit. I can basically operate as almost a non-profit where I'm helping the world or providing some kind of value, getting myself like the Red Cross, and paying myself without taxing.
Well, but then it seems to me that is not really. It seems to me that the problem is the tax code.
It is, but then you create another solution that is not the solution.
Yeah, remember earlier when I was saying that these people just paper over problems with more bullshit problem situations?
Yep.
Because what has been created from the fact that these people want to overtax is that now there are some certifications, level 1, 6, whatever they want to call it, that another group of people are being charged to take those certifications, to learn information that has been structured by a certain group of people. And it seems to me that the people who will structure something like this are people that it is in their interest to not be paying the taxes while everybody else is paying the taxes. People who cannot configure this charitable trust.
It's not easy configuring. Right? It's not easy configuring this at all.
Exactly. So if I come out and I'm like, hey, listen up, guys, STAKK Nation, we're going to be charging you guys at 90%. Okay? We're going to be taxing you guys at 90%, right? But I'm like, hey, yeah, Double, by the way, if you don't want to pay this 90%, let's structure something and just say we'll put in a charitable trust. And then from there, you put your money there and then the money just getting paid to you and you can continue to use it. And then we'll call it a loophole. Why is this a loophole? In a structure that is straightforward, make money, pay taxes, the rest is yours. Why would they need to be a structure to avoid the taxes legally. If they can afford to allow you to not pay taxes legally, I think that they can. Then, illegally not paying the taxes should not matter either, because you're saying that you have the capacity to not collect this amounts of money that you're, displaying out there as what is absolutely necessary.
Yep.
Right? But at the same time, you have a structure. I mean, come on now. Is this not Fidelity's website?
Yep.
Why can they not just pay their taxes straight up? Let's come to a reasonable tax rate. And then from then on, once you pay your taxes, the rest of the money is yours. Do what you want. Why do you need to jump through these holes just to be able to spend your own money that you work hard for?
It's like the ETF.
That's where my sticking point is.
It's an old system. It's an old economy within the actual like you gotta go get a license, you gotta get all these processes. Some people gotta get paid for you to set this up. And they finally set this up, then you eventually avoid the taxes. Why go through all of that just to do the same thing?
Because the thing is, and don't get me wrong, man. Until we started studying a lot about Bitcoin and things like that,
They didn't question
I did not question these things.
Nope.
I was just like, oh yeah, this is the way to avoid taxes. Okay, well, let's go towards the taxes. What we need to be looking at is that why is this? Can we remove this thing? Can I just spend my money freely? Because ultimately, we can. CRT is there because some people with level 6 certifications and whatever put it there. These people have not proven in any way, shape, or form that they are more financially, how would you say, their financial acumen is on any level that is higher than someone on the street. You see what I'm saying? Because right now, bro, you and I can just be like, hey, if you want to avoid taxes, right? Let's say we are in place of government, we'll be like, this is the strategy, put this there, and then because it's gonna be law.
Not financial advice. It's a system that's working for the super rich right now. If you have the money and you can do it, I'll say do it.
Listen.
As a matter of fact, it says one of the best benefits is that you can put cash in it, you can put real estate in it, and if you can put your Bitcoin in it.
Oh shit! No, don't put your Bitcoin in it. But seriously, if you can put your Bitcoin in it, you know what?
Or your crypto, not even your Bitcoin, because Bitcoin does not need to be part of this madness. But if it's a way to just get out of this whole regulation madness.
Well, we are currently in the system. We are all in the system.
Yep.
So it's also like you have to kind of like navigate within the system, right?
Yep.
Even though, but I think the important thing is to be understanding what is wrong, so that for our generation and the future generations, because we are going to eventually be the ones that are fully in power of, leadership one day, people of our generation. And I think that is the things that we need to be bringing up so that we can change these things. If we're going to change this, economic system that we're in, or this economic environments that we are in, there are some massive things that need to change. And a lot of it is all these crazy loopholes that are unnecessary. A lot of it is, when you look at the countries that are totally reeling in all the innovation right now, it's because they don't have things like this. Okay, if you go to Dubai, it's again, there's a flat fee for your corporation if you have a business there, right?
It is.
And then outside of that, it's tax-free money, man. It's tax-free money. So that is working. That is, and why is it that they're at this point where they can do something like this? It's because they provided massive value for society.
Yep.
You can see the oil and gas. That is the work. Proof of work, man. Can't get around it. That is the work. That's why they are where they are. If you look at India and the booming economy right now,
tech is the proof
tech
of work.
is the thing, man. These people have sent all of their kids to tech, all in the freaking medical space, you know what I mean? And you can see that it is starting to materialize. Okay, we look at China. How did they become number 2 economy?
Manufacturing, proof of work.
Okay, so what is the US doing on that sort of scale that is providing value to anywhere in the world?
TikToking and debating Democrat versus Republican, gay rights.
Yeah.
All that bull crap.
Yeah. See, weapons cannot be the massive part of your GDP, man. It does not mean that just instantly says that you never want to see the world
in
be
peaceful
a peaceful place.
You're just blowing shit up.
There's a message you're sending with that type of structure, that kind of setup.
There's that big X commercial about, America's proof of work is all the military. Like, really?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it is proof of work.
It is
If you
proof
go
of work.
around the world and you look at the results of that type of I guess
We're not winning that way.
stuff, then yeah. Because when you go around the world and you look at the proof of that work, it is destructive.
Yep.
It is
It's not adding
it
value.
is taking away from people's lives and all of those kinds of things. So again, man, people will say you need to pay taxes so that we can contribute as a society. Yeah, please, man. I think that you're just repeating stuff that you heard from other people. Because the stuff that we're telling you here, it's not because I heard this thing from, I don't know, Jim Cramer or whoever the heck is out there. It's the fact that you sit down and you just try to understand new stuff, and then your brain starts to go, and you continue to educate yourself, and you start learning, and you start seeing the patterns in these things. You start understanding the way some things are going.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this will also mean that you become less excited about some things.
Yeah. You have to
Right.
control your psychology after this kind of stuff.
Yeah, you have to. You become less excited about some things. You feel disappointed about some things. You also have to actively really tell yourself that, hey, I know that this CRT is some bullshit, but if I'm going to be able to remove my money and avoid these taxes that these people are coming at us with,
I need it.
I need to be able to engage this thing. Okay, so it is what it is, but I think that we all just need to be aware that this type of genjutsu, right, is
I like that word. Jesus.
Oh God, do I even know where that would come from? Yeah, but this type of contraptions here, okay, we see is a direct result of corruption, manipulation, and all those things that are wrong with money. Double up.
Yeah, let's just close on that.
Okay.
Money is going through fuckery right now, and we found the solution. The solution is Bitcoin.
Yes, it is. Well, I'll tell you another solution that you can engage in. Hitting the like button. That's a great solution. Because then more of our videos will be recommended to you. You can also subscribe. This way, you'll be the first to know. Especially if does that notification button even work anymore? I don't think it does. We're getting shadow banned.
Yep.
As usual. Just like Reggie Middleton is getting shadow banned, despite the incredible work that this man is doing in the blockchain space.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that he's winning some of these lawsuits?
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. You know what? We're closing the show. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with your friends and family. Okay, we're also on X as STAKK.
X gonna give it to you.
Yes, in there, and of course on Spotify as STAKK. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, praise and out.